This week on GoldenEye openings.
Yeah, they really aren't fucking around this time. It's Psi-Ops, the Mindgate conspiracy. Already in progress.
I mean, that was pretty close.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah, this is like the dam. You go up into the tower and you get your sniper rifle. And then you use it. Okay, that part's different.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. How is using a sniper rifle different? Like, don't you want to use a sniper rifle?
Did you ever use the sniper rifle in GoldenEye?
Well, considering my pro as heck, like, sniper skills, yeah. I use the sniper all the time.
Very much unlike GoldenEye fall damage.
I do some pretty kick-ass sniping in the beginning of this video here, which is most unlike me. Although I did press a wrong button there. I accidentally unmind controlled instead of zooming in. The controls are kind of complicated because you have access to like 10 different psychic abilities at any given time.
Yeah, I remember it getting pretty complicated as it went along.
Yeah. We have basically reached like maximum skill level at this point. There's only 2 more psychic abilities in the game, and they're not really going to be of much use, so we're as powerful as we're going to get, really.
I hope they're good. At the very least, okay.
I may have just spoiled that they're not good.
Damn it!
Let's have it as clever instead of, good.
You say that, but chances are they're probably room-clearing psychic abilities. You don't want to spoil that.
Whoop, didn't mean to do that.
Oh wait, you already have those. It's called telekinesis someone into an explosive barrel.
Or mind control someone with a shotgun and have them blast everybody else.
Or shoot an explosive barrel.
It's gonna be pyrokinesis.
Nah, that'd be ridiculous.
But, no, yeah. Why would you ever want pyrokinesis in a game about fucking mental telekinetic superhumans?
They've got furnaces all over the damn place. Why would we need pyrokinesis?
Also, we have guns.
Also that.
That's kind of pyrokinesis.
We're gonna get bullet kinesis. We don't need the guns anymore. We're just gonna be able to shoot bullets from our mind.
Yeah, at this point, I'm disappointed if I have to use the gun for anything. Because our psychic powers are really awesome.
Mind Gate. The psychic bullets. The mind bullet conspiracy.
Well, we've cleared out the train yard. It's a very manhunt-esque area. At least it is to me.
It kind of is.
There we go, solving the difficult puzzles. Sort of thing only a genius psychic could figure out.
Is that warehouse where they keep all the manhunt white supremacists in?
Oh, I wish. I
Damn.
could really use some Nazi splattering right now. Gonna have to settle for mind-controlled soldiers.
But they're like corpses and not... Like that. I'm still confused about all of this.
Again, it's very, very inconsistent.
Don't worry about it. Look, they scream in pain, but it's fine. It's okay.
Exactly. Some of them are zombies, some of them are mind-controlled, some of them are, like, intelligent.
Some of them are straight up just civilians that we murder.
That's also true. We're going to meet a new tier of the meat puppets soon they have their full minds. They've just sort of been convinced to work for the movement.
So are they actually... Then that's not really a meat puppet at that point.
But they've got the implant for some reason.
I mean, dental plan.
Yeah.
Our meat puppet friend needs braces.
I didn't even want to fucking say shit about that, but you went and did it.
What else are you gonna do with the dental plan?
It's our second room in a row with a lot of satisfying ways to get through it. I like to test out mind control because it's our newest.
You appear to be getting shot with a shotgun.
I was briefly, but that problem is solved.
So does Nick get his hair back? That's my only question. I miss his hair. He looked better with hair.
The game's not quite long enough for him to grow his hair back.
Damn it!
Which is a shame. But if you consider it, hair is very much like other radio waves and would affect the psychic powers.
You say that, but when Nick was at his strongest, he had stupid hair. And,
He's clearly at his strongest now.
Yeah, because he has no hair. Thus, his mental abilities are unimpeded.
Yeah, it seems pretty flawless.
I like that idea.
Can't argue with that. Oh, how do you like this? Geometry that the game can't handle, yet is in the game anyway.
Jesus Christ. It's okay, Nick. You could do it. You're a big boy now.
Nope, he literally can't.
I literally can't. I can't even. Get me out of here.
Physics are not a strong suit.
This is the new psychic power about physics. I do warp people's minds to not understand floor geometry.
Got a worker up there.
Time to kill him.
You know what that means.
I can't wait to go home to my wife and children.
He's very excited to do something else right now. He's going to scout ahead for us.
He did look pretty bored.
Into the splatter room.
No!
Oh, wow. God damn it, Nick. God damn it. What is wrong with you?
His wife, his children.
I like that he got to see, like the split second of the dude's death before he went to the afterlife. That's just fucking non-stop whiteness.
Yep, we got to see the inside of heaven for a couple of seconds. But anyway, the only reason for this conveyor belt is sadism. I'm happy to oblige.
Eventually.
Yeah, the shitty thing is the incinerator there, it's just slightly too low that if the guy is standing, he won't go through the incinerator. His head will hit the top of it and he won't get burned up.
Thank God.
So we're going to have to try really hard to get someone burned in there.
He just dies a completely different way. Sad days.
So these are the MP2s, which we haven't seen too much about what makes them different. But the big thing is while they're being telekinesis, they can still shoot us.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, makes them much more dangerous.
Not that much more dangerous, clearly.
It's pretty dangerous.
Especially if you toss him into an incinerator.
Okay, he's on fire, and he got crushed to death.
There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to see.
That's progress for you.
So what does this process exactly? This seems to be a recycling plant.
I guess it could be.
It processes human corpses, obviously.
Yeah, really, it's whatever you want it to be. Whatever reason you can come up with to justify all these killing machines.
Boss, what do you want with this conveyor belt? Well, we put the meat puppets in there and we make meat cubes.
Yeah. Oh, and panel of wall that's electrified. Very convenient. Once again, OSHA would have a field day. They are not compliant with anything.
Except for incredible recycling techniques. Quite jealous.
To be fair, OSHA only really exists in the US, and are we in the US at the moment?
Pretty sure we are, but there's no 100% indication. Although the general, he has a real grudge against the US because he is a US general.
Yeah, of course.
Disbarred. So it would make sense that he'd be attacking the US from inside.
Fair enough. I guess that can work.
Yeah, I guess this is as good a time as any to get into the backstory of this game, which is never dealt with in-game. Basically, they sort of did the Men Who Stare at Goats style experiments.
Ooh.
They just sort of tested people for psychic powers, and they found them. They discovered psychic powers among people in every country. So they started establishing camps to, find people with psychic powers and train them. Yep, there's our gnome. Well hidden. And Mindgate was the US camp for training psychics. Then after the Cold War, psychics were sort of out of vogue, and Mindgate was officially disbanded, although carried on in secret. The general kind of went berserk, started using psychics for his own personal missions, and that's why he got kicked out of the army.
Huh.
It seems weird that the general would go on personal missions to begin with, and they would be okay with that before, but there was like...
Well, that was when he was with the government, and they were saying, hey, General, go kill these guys with your psychics.
Right. Okay, fair.
But then they said, stop killing guys with your psychics, and he didn't.
By the way, Men Who Stare at Goats, great fucking movie.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. They're just regular people.
I electrified the button.
I was about to say, like, they just kind of,
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
I don't know, just went straight to them. Oh god.
Nice flamethrower.
For some reason, the flamethrower won't blow up the explosive barrel. I'm in dire straits right now. But there we go.
But yeah, no. Men Who Stare at Goats, great movie. People should watch it.
Interesting. I've heard mixed things, but, George Clooney's usually good.
George Clooney, I would say that, like, not everything he's in is immediately great, but he did some good.
Yeah, I mean, Fantastic Mr. Fox was garbage.
I've never seen it.
You live with regrets, my friend.
Apparently.
We're gonna have to fix that sooner or later.
I've been wanting to.
Yeah, as soon as you see it, you'll realize you've wasted your life.
No comment.
My favorite thing so far is the Fantastic Star Fox, which was, like, the best parody ever.
Interesting. Well, anyway, at the moment, we have killed everybody in this room, which is mildly unfortunate, but I've got a little plan to fix that. Now that I've de-electrified the button, press it,
Nick,
and
god
give
damn
it a
it,
second.
Nick, come on, man.
We need this guy.
Nick, I'm sure you could have grabbed someone's body and pressed the button with their...
I like that he's already getting hit by it, too.
Yep. There we go.
Come on, Nick. Really?
Well, that's important because these pistons here, we need to stop them, and the only way to stop them is to
Human bodies.
human bodies.
Holy
Yes.
shit!
I mean, I guess, like, that's a safety feature, kind of.
Actually, we're supposed to put those little metal cubes in there.
God damn it!
No, you're not. You're supposed to
Nick.
put human bodies in there. That's just lies. Lies they want to tell people.
So, okay, so they have these things designed to stop after they sense a body has gone through it, not in any other circumstance.
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. They're like shitty elevator doors.
That's like a table saw that only stops after
Oh no.
it cuts off some guy's fingers and or hand.
I realize now that I should have mind controlled this guy and made him walk into the final piston.
Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't just, like, telekinesis him into that final piston.
Yep, that's my mistake.
Well, at least there's this man.
He'll help us. Thanks, buddy. And there we go. Puzzle solved.
Wow. Great puzzle solving.
But we can't leave just yet. There's a secret room back here for some reason. I don't know why this exists, but...
They probably had plans for it.
I was about to say, there's probably a gnome in here.
Yes, indeed. These evil gnomes. I guess they're making their own buildings within Mindgate's horrible lairs. Although this is the movement, not to be confused with Mindgate.
Though they are not completely dissimilar.
Yes, they're very similar.
Just unaffiliated byproduct.
They're basically identical but diametrically opposed. I did find a way to TK a box up around the section there, go over the part where the soldiers were firing down on us, and basically skip that room with the pistons. So all those people died for no reason. But I couldn't do that on video. This is a Let's Play.
For no reason. There's no such thing.
Nick, we need to talk about your violent tendencies while working in this factory. We've noticed that you've been skipping work by throwing people into the pistons. Why?
It's more efficient when you don't value human life.
That's one way to put it. Well, there it goes.
I have to wonder, are they conscious of things? Like when they're mind controlled? Or they're like, no, I don't want to walk this way. Oh god, I can't control my body.
They scream when you make them commit suicide.
For the sake of making Nick out to be an even worse person, yes, they are completely aware and conscious.
That's what I'm hoping for. That is seriously what I'm hoping for.
And know it, the draining of the blue bar is just them resisting. It is taking us more and more psychic ability just to keep and maintain our hold over these meat puppets.
I actually would appreciate that.
And let's see if we've got an Olympic long jumper here.
Oh! Close.
No such luck.
Well, that's a crushed pelvis right there. Unfortunate.
There we go. Let's crush the rest of him.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how that pays off for him in the long run.
I could have gotten him over the wall if I jumped on top of one of the entrances before I went over the wall, but alas. There'll be plenty more people to chuck over the wall. And now I'm just exploring. This level is superb at giving you a lot of different ways to approach a room and use your psychic powers to their fullest ability. It's very, very satisfying. I really like this level.
Also many ways to stealth through it without hurting anybody, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely. I've actually made it through multiple rooms in this level without getting spotted, which is inconceivable in a game with such shitty stealth mechanics.
Interesting how you don't show this.
Yep, it's less fun to watch.
Also, yes.
Whoa, okay.
There we go. There's the burning to death dance that I promised.
So, that wasn't us, i.e. Nick, screaming. That was them screaming while we were controlling them.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck, Nick?
Lend some credence to the fact that they do still have their mind while they are not in control of their bodies.
Look, Meat Puppet is just another name for private. That's all.
This is the right amount of fucked up, let me tell you.
Those new flamethrower guys, we can't use their flamethrowers as Nick. We have to mind control them. In fact, we have already picked up every single gun in the game at this point.
Lame.
The gunplay in this game sucks, and there's exactly 4 guns for Nick to use.
Well, there's 4 guns and certainly a lot of psychic abilities, which act as guns.
Sort of.
Which
Better
means
than guns.
Nick is, in theory, always dual-wielding at all times.
Certainly plays that way.
It's just one of his guns happens to be a gravity gun, that's all. It's not a gun, it's his brain.
What are we going to do with you, Barrett? You're supposed to be dead.
How does it feel to be the General's lapdog?
We did the bidding of Mindgate for years. Do you think they revered us? Cared what happened to us? No. Not as long as they got what they wanted from their pet freaks. Mindgate is gone. The General is the new visionary for the Psi elite. Join us. Your memory is in pieces. You don't remember the power you used to wield?
Your visionary isn't going far without his precious Luna 1. I know the General's plan can't proceed without it.
I don't think so.
Sarah?
Sorry, Scryer. Looks like you trusted the wrong girl.
One last chance. Join us.
Sorry, that's not gonna happen.
What, were you gonna wrestle him to death?
Oh god, I already see what's gonna happen with Sarah.
Interesting. Well, don't spoil it, because it's, very intriguing for the audience, I assume. I'm just glad she didn't say, "Gotcha by the balls, Nick."
Can't believe she took my balls.
That whole cutscene it plays with the backstory that I just told you about how psychics were discovered all around the world and they were sort of revered as elite human weapons. And then after all the psychic programs were disbarred, they sort of became third-class citizens, and now they're all racist against literally all humans.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's what the movement is all about.
I don't blame them. Have you seen us? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can't blame them.
So I'm not gonna lie, Barrett seems to be playing a little bit like a Crash Bandicoot boss in some way.
A little bit. This is a very rudimentary boss fight.
Yeah, at least the first part of the boss fight.
Let's take this outside.
Would sure be a shame if the second part was exactly the same.
Let's take this outside, where hopefully there won't be as many objects to throw right at my face.
Haha.
Damn it! There are boxes here too.
Yeah, this is a very lame boss fight to cap off an otherwise very good level. I mean, it's kind of cool. In fact, this next part is visually very impressive.
It's a nice shade of purple.
I know who loves purple around here.
Oh, who? I wonder who could possibly love purple.
Barrett.
Welcome to my world, Nick. Let's see if you can hang with the big dog.
Wait, is it seriously Barrett?
Yes, it's seriously Barrett.
As in Final Fantasy VII's Barrett?
Yes.
They're not big on copyrights in this game. They just skirt the edge. Anyway, yeah, this is the fight. We just play tennis with the only things that we can move around in the area.
So he says, just like the good old days. So it kind of begs the question, did they just kind of do like telekinesis fights?
All the time.
Yeah, good point. I guess the good old days were psychic sparring sessions.
Hey Nick, remember the time when I threw a truck at you? That was a good day.
Good times, had by all, really.
Remember when you blew up that coworker's head with your psychic abilities? I was joking. About. I didn't want you to kill him. That was fucked up.
By the way, Barrett himself is 6'8" and 385 pounds according to the instruction manual, so he's fairly resistant to telekinesis himself.
Wow, that was loud.
Yeah, like I said, this is visually impressive, but not very fun to play.
That is a lot of physics objects being moved around.
Yeah, also, Jesus Christ, they put like 50 items all on top of you, but since they're all their own physics item, they're not actually hitting you. He made like a Lego fort around you. Is what happened.
So, what happens if you run out of psi power? As hard as that is.
Let's find out in a couple of seconds, actually. Because this is a boss fight you don't actually have to drain the health bar on.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
It knows that the ensuing cutscene will happen regardless, storyline-wise. And keep an eye on that health bar.
So what, you could just like die? Or is it timed? Oh, it's timed.
It's timed, yeah.
I would love to stay and play, Nick, but I have business elsewhere. I gave you a choice. The offer is still open.
Barrett, telekinesis him into your fist.
Barrett. Damn it!
Nick!
Split the team up. Oh well. That boss fight ends automatically after about 2 minutes and 15 seconds for some reason.
That is a very arbitrary amount of time.
Yes, indeed.
Just weird. Why? Why end it like that? It seems like you could, in theory.
Oh, by the way, this is what happens if you get too close to Barrett during the boss fight. Watch my health bar during this.
Rip in fucking peace.
Yeah,
Jesus
you die instantly.
Christ. This is ridiculous.
Makes for a real fun boss fight.
I mean, to be fair, Nick deserves it.
True, yeah. It's karma. I did once survive the landing, but he had me pinned for a couple of seconds and he dropped a fucking tanker on me. So regardless, you die.
Good job, Barrett.
Distortion finish.
But otherwise, superb level. good-looking boss fight. Next time, we will not be so lucky. We're going to meet the other master of a psychic power we don't get, and it's going to be unfortunate.
Damn.
Is it pyrokinesis?
See you for that. I'm not going to spoil it.
I want it to be fire.